and 27 kids in Cleveland, Ohio went missing in just the first 2 weeks of May. Now officials are trying to figure out what happened to these kids. The local police chief says, for some reason, in 2023, we've seen a lot more than we normally see, which is troubling in part because we don't know what's going on with some of these kids, whether they're being trafficked or whether they're involved in gang activity or drugs. He stressed many of them are runaways, but that others could have been kidnapped. U.S. Marshals are now getting involved to help Ohio investigators bring these children home.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, y'all, another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely awesome. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers to the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Ohio by way of Cleveland. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Ohio. Everybody in the great city of Cleveland. Now, before I start this story, I've been saying this quite regularly. I want you all to keep an open mind. I want you all today to think outside the box because that's really what we need to do. Because it's unfortunate what's been going on in the city of Cleveland. Now, before I start this story, I want to send my condolences out to the missing children and also to their family. And hopefully, these children are found soon. Now, also, before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, as you all can tell, I know some of you all are baffled. Some of you all are puzzled right now. You all like, Trey, what in the hell is going on in Cleveland? I'm going to tell you what's going on in Cleveland. A lot of sin. Yes, a lot of devilish stuff is going on. Now, as you all noticed in the beginning of the video, the news reports were trying to state that these children are most likely runaways. The news report also tried to state that maybe these kids are in a drug house or maybe these missing children are involved in gang activity. Like, well, if you're involved in drugs, guess what? You still have to have somewhere to stay. If you're involved in gang activity, after you get through gang banging, doing your thing, you still have to have you have to have somewhere to lay your head down. So you were somewhere. But never did they once say that maybe these children have been sex trafficked. Never once they said that these children may have been, trafficked for their organ, because organ harvesting is a big thing in the world. It's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. And I get that. And I don't really want to talk about it neither. But since my people want to hear it, I'm going to say it. But I'm only going to say so much. You have to study and do your own research, because guess what? When you start saying certain things on YouTube, funny things start happening to your channel. But I'm going to say this also. The truth must be told, and I'm going to tell the truth. Now, the police chief has stated that in his 33-year tenure, and notice the number 33, in his 33-year tenure, he have never seen anything like this. Now, between the day of May the 2nd and May the 16th, 27 children, yes, children, mostly black females at that. Keep that in mind. Mostly young black females, as you all can see the list right here, because I don't have to lie on nobody. I want the truth to be told. As you all can tell, most of these females are between the ages of what? 12 to 15 years old. You get what I'm saying? Now, you got a few of them that's 16, 17, but most of them are 12 and 15. Now, ask yourself this, family. How many 12 to 15-year-old girls you know are involved in gang activity? How many 12, 15-year-old girls you know are in drug houses? And let me ask you all this. If they was in a drug house, don't you think that they would have been found by now? And don't you think if they was involved in any kind of gang activity, guess what? After you get through gang banging, guess what? You have to find somewhere to lay your head. You have to go back home or find somewhere to lay down at. But never once they said that maybe these children was trafficked for their organs and whatnot, because organ harvesting is a very big thing. It sounds like to me that they are really trying to throw the people off. And also the point I want to make, if you have 27 children came up missing between the days of May the 2nd and May the 16th, why did the news station wait so long to tell the public? Who in the hell waits 2 weeks to warn the public that there is a surge of missing children when you have 3, 4 children being kidnapped damn near every day? Now, just think about this. If the news station would have been warned the people at least by May the 5th or May the 6th, maybe we could at least save at least 20 or maybe 15 of these children. But for the news station to sit there and keep that silent, makes you kind of look at them side-eye. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, 27 Cleveland children have been reported missing in the past 2 weeks, but why? And hopefully, we can find out that answer. Now, nearly 30 children have gone missing in Cleveland in the first 2 weeks of May in an extraordinary surge of disappearance in the area, says the officials, not the Trey King Show. Now, Cleveland police said 27 kids had been reported missing between the days of May the 2nd and May the 16th, as Newburgh Heights Police Chief John Major warns that the disappearance have reached unprecedented levels in 2023. So, if it don't reach unprecedented levels, why did the news wait so long to warn the public? And who in the hell waits till 27 children have been reported missing? And notice, most of these children are young black females. It's a reason for that because you got good genetics, you got good genes. Go do your research on genetics and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a reason why when you go to Walmart, Targets, Costco's, Roscoe's, different places that you look up on the wall and you see these missing children. Notice the race of most of these children. They are mostly what? Females, and they are mostly younger females, and they're mostly black and what? Hispanic. If you think I'm lying, next time you see a missing child poster, notice the color of the people on there. Now let's continue. This is what Police Chief John Major had to say. He says this right here. There's always peaks and valleys with missing persons, but this year seems like an extraordinary year. And what a way to put that, extraordinary year. It wouldn't be too damn extraordinary if you were one of those children being kidnapped. And also parents in the Cleveland area, talk to your children. Keep a close eye on your children because this is not no random attack. This is intentional. And I guarantee you, they can sit up there and say these children are in drug houses. They can sit up here and say that these children are involved in gangs. But clearly, after you get through smoking some drugs, guess what? In gang banging, you have to find somewhere to lay your head. But guess what? I think these children are being trafficked, whether they're for their organs or for sexual pleasures or whatnot. The point is, something happened to these children. Never once did I look on this paper and see that one of these children was an Arab or Chinese or Indian, nothing like that. Most of them was black females and a few black males. Now think about that. Anyway, let's continue. And also, this is what Police Chief John Major had to say. He says, for some reason in 2023, we've seen a lot more than we normally see, which is troubling in part because we don't know what's going on with some of these kids. And here goes the BS right here. Whether they are being trafficked, which he finally said that, or they are involved in gang activity or drugs. So you mean to tell me you got black females, mostly black females, that's all on the list, mostly as you all see. You got black females between the age of 12 and 15 involved in drugs and gang activity? That's a damn shame. But guess what, though? Like I told y'all just a few minutes ago, that's why you have to put your thinking caps on. When they get through gang banging and smoking drugs and whatnot, guess what? They have to find somewhere to lay their head down. They have to go home to somebody, unless they're on the streets. And guess what? If they are on the streets, the police patrol the streets, right? The police can easily find them. Sound like to me somebody trying to throw us off the trail. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the rise in disappearance are especially troubling because many times there's a lack of photos of the victims and the fact that many of the cases go largely unnoticed by the public, Major had warned. But at the same time, it goes largely unnoticed by the public because you have news stations like Fox and certain other news stations who wait till 27 children come up missing instead of warning the public after the first 5 or 10 come up missing. Who in the hell does that? How the news going to keep the news from the damn public? Unless you all complicit or something, unless you all trying to hide something and then tell the people any damn thing else. That's why I hate doing these stories like this, because people don't want to believe what you're saying. I'm not trying to make nobody out to believe me. I'm not accusing nobody of a damn thing. All I know is this right here. True enough, you may have a couple of these children may have been involved in gang activity. What they saying there? They got to stay somewhere. True enough, you may have maybe 1 or 2 of these children involved in drugs, maybe in a drug house, like the police chief said. That's what he's saying. You know, you may have that. But guess what? After you get through smoking drugs, you got to find somewhere to lay down there. You're going to be hungry. So you mean to tell me that all these children come up missing, and the only thing you can do is tell the public is that maybe they're on drugs or involved in gang activity? That sounds like a huge crock of you know what. Anyway, let's close up before I get in trouble. Now, as you all can see in closing, this is what the police chief right here has said. He said the problem is, where are they? Where do they go? They can be in a drug house or formed to prostitution. Really? Or maybe worse, or maybe they were being trafficked for their organs and whatnot. Because you have to understand that this world is very evil. You know, the people in this world are evil. The world is perfect. It's the people in this world that are evil. But for the news to sit up here, and I'm going to keep making that point, for the news to sit up here and know that all these children are being reported missing every day between the days of May the 2nd and May the 16th, and you withhold that information from the public, because I looked all over, unless you all found another news source that was delivering this story before then, before May the 16th, please let me know, leave a link, and I would gladly update this story. But to sit up here and have all these children being reported missing daily, and the news sit up here and withhold the information, and then they give the excuse saying the reason why they did that, basically,
we don't do a whole lot of reporting on runaway missing children.
Was because they don't report on runaways. But like I asked you all and told you all earlier, how would you all know that these children are runaways unless you talk to the parents or somebody close to them and found out what was really going on? So to sit there and throw that out there, it sounds very misleading. But once again, why would you sit there and say they could be in a drug house? Really? A 12-year-old, 15-year-old black female in a drug house or forming the prostitution? Now that could be possible right there. Sex trafficking or organ trafficking. But anyway, hopefully all these children are brought home safely, and hopefully the news will do a better job of warning the public about things like this. And once again, thank you to my channel members and my subscribers for sending me this story. It's a very sad situation. You know, it's sad how people will sit up here and just mess over each other in this world. I don't understand that. But I'm going to leave you all with this clue. Notice the people that are on this list. Notice their race. Notice their sex. Mostly young black females. Now go back and do a research on black genetics, on young black female genetics. And you will find that black females have some of the best genetics and also organs in the world. Do your own research. Don't take my word. Study and show yourself approved. But at the same time, my condolences once again goes out to the family and also to these children. And hopefully they're brought home safely. And the news, please do a better job next time of warning the public. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, it's not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me. We can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. So next time, you all stay blessed. Have a great day. Talk to your children and let them know the real, and let them know how the real world operates, because everybody here is not here for their benefit. Everybody here is not here to help them. You got some evil folks in this world, and you have people who ride around looking for these children. It's called hunting. They have movies about it, and it's sad they even make movies like that. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story, and I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. Love all of you all. You all have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. And guess what? I'm out.